Okay, and we're recording. So, hello everybody. My name is Isa Beck. I'm a rapid transformational practitioner, mindset coach. My company is Healing Habits, and today I would like to introduce to you Yoly Marshall, who underwent one of my transformative programs. And yeah, maybe she can say a little bit more about the experience and how the whole process was in her opinion and what the outcomes were. So the before and the after. Yes.
Okay, well, hello everybody. I participated in Isa's free masterclass, and I felt compelled to search more and try to do more. I've had certain issues in my childhood that for many, many years have caused me lots of pain, and I knew they were there, but I didn't really know what to do, how to fix them. And I started creating like different barriers that limited my contact with myself, but also with others, creating, how do you say, toxic patterns of behavior. And of course, gaining weight and dealing with lots of drinks and toxic relationships.
Yeah.
So that was my past. And I knew that the beginning of everything were these events in the childhood, but
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with it. So what Isa has done for me is like open this heavy trunk that I've been carrying for so many years and take out everything. And we made a deep clean, and the outcome is that I feel lighter, but most importantly, I feel differently. I know that it's like, how could I say this? It's like looking at life in black and white, and suddenly you discover that there are colors.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Yoly. That's so beautiful. I just wanted to ask you, like, that first moment when you made the decision. So you watched the masterclass, and what really clicked in you to actually just go for it?
It's so difficult to explain. It's a feeling like this is it. You were looking for something. Here it is. Everything that you've been wondering, there has to be something more, there has to be something more that I can do, or where I can find the answers. And I found them, but it's not that my brain was thinking, it was like that my heart was feeling.
Yeah. So you really followed that feeling. So you were, yeah, because like sometimes we overthink, right? And when the head starts to kind of get into that full gear motion, sometimes we don't make that decision to go ahead, very often with a process that is going to involve some changes in our lives and our way of thinking. And I think that's when the fear can also kick in as well.
And it has had so many positive repercussions, not only within myself, but with my relationship with him, with my daughter. And the overall feeling is amazing.
Tell me a little bit about that. Like, what were the biggest changes for you in terms of your relationship with your husband?
I was kind of a control freak. So
No,
what
really?
what other times it seemed like trying to be organized and have, things in order. It went deeper than just that. It went deeper than having the house cleaner. It was controlling every single thing with our food, every single thing with our clothing, every tiny
that takes so much energy. That is like consuming daily.
There wasn't rhythm at all in that pattern. And he has told me, you seem so much more relaxed, and being around you is so much more easy, making decisions and being more spontaneous. And we feel closer, you know?
Maybe Yoly, just tell me, when you first heard what the process involves, I mean, there is hypnosis, right? Which I use as a vehicle. Hypnosis is just a vehicle for us to get into that state, to become more suggestible and open to the transformation and the changes. But what was your first impression when you heard about these methods?
No, I was fully aboard. I didn't have second thoughts about it. I think I was open,
Yeah.
I open to experiment and just with attachment without overthinking. I think if I would have started thinking, oh, hypnosis, do I really want to do this? Maybe, and you start talking to yourself, putting things down, and I didn't have much time to do that. Your class, I think, was on the 30th of December, the 30th, and we started on the 1st.
You just went for it. You were just like, that's it, I'm making the payment, this is it. And this, this is beautiful. This is beautiful because you were so committed, and I think you trusted it from the beginning. You were open.
But a lot with the masterclass. So whomever that is around thinking, yeah, but what is this about? What? Go to a masterclass. Go to it. Because that for me opened that door that I was not trying to open. That little door to the past that you think, oh no, if I don't think about it, it doesn't exist. I'm okay. It's all fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Deep down is not. So that little door is there. And the masterclass allowed me to open and thinking, okay, it's going to be hard, but I can do this. I can do this. I am not alone. I'll be guided. And that's something that I felt with you, Isa, that you took my hand. And it's like entering into a very scary place that
can be
tried to avoid for so many years. And I knew I wasn't alone because it was
crying.
So having you there for me during such vulnerable time, because sometimes it's very difficult to open up and be vulnerable, especially with a stranger. You may think, what am I doing? Because we learn early in life, should not be vulnerable. You cannot trust people, but
strangers,
if you trust your gut feeling, and your gut feeling is telling you, trust, take this step, go deep. Something that you did for me was giving me the power back.
That's it.
Before, whenever I was alone and for some reason I would start thinking of the past, I would just break down and try to avoid it and hide it and bury it deep down. But with you gave me the power back. So I felt in control. I felt like, if you want to cry and crumble apart, that's okay. It's part of the process. But it's also part of the process to say, okay, that was a good cry. That was good. And stand up and move on. Now I can think about it without breaking down.
It's amazing what you just said. Like, many people, they just prefer to ignore it. They suppress it. And actually, we can tend to suffer even more because of that. And not only that we are suffering and we don't want to admit it, it's the people around us are affected as well, right? It's whether our children, our husbands, partners, or perhaps we are attracting certain situations into our life or certain type of people into our life because of what we are emanating from our internal state. We have those wounds that are not truly healed, but we've just put a band-aid on top of them. And then someone comes along, and then they kind of like start to scratch on those wounds. The band-aid is off, and then we're triggered, things go off, things go wrong. And then we go back to our little comfort zone. We put the plasters back on, nothing happened until the next time, right? Yeah, so, you know, facing, really confronting yourself, right, is really,
Yeah.
really huge.
And
But
if I
yeah.
can say something that I took out this whole experience is that I cannot tell you, oh, all my patterns in life have changed and I'm a new person. No, I'm still me. It's still me. And I can make silly decisions from time to time.
Yeah.
But my internal dialogue with myself has
Yeah.
changed. The way I look at myself in the mirror has changed. So I know that these changes that may seem small, they are going to build up the change that I want to see on the long run. And that is precious. It has changed my relationship with me, with my body, with how I see me in the mirror.
So it's that self-love. It's that good enough feeling, like I am enough. I'm enough, you know? That's
and my parents, my husband, friends that have seen me is like, you're glowing. I knew that I had you there. And the recording, that has made hell of a difference in my life. I still listen to it every single day. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's in the evening. Whenever I have this moment that allows me to center myself, because recording is so customized to me, to what is important to me. And you say my name several times, so I know that this is for me.
It was created only for you, only for you.
So that is an extra thing, because there are apps and many things that allow you to have meditation and whatever. But when it is customized to specifically you, it certainly makes a difference. You're proud. You're good at this.
Thank you so much, Yoly. You have been amazing to work with. Really, really amazing. And yeah, everybody, sign up for a free discovery call.
Your thoughts get in the middle. If you have the gut feeling, go for it. Because money comes and goes. That's, I suppose, the first thought that everybody can think is like, oh my God, how am I going to pay this? But hey, we spend money in silly things, clothes, makeup, perfumes, and let's face it, pandemic has put things into perspective. Your mental health matters. Stop overthinking and do what it feels right for you.
Wow, amazing, so, powerful. And thank you, Yoly, again for just allowing us to hear your story, gain a bit more insights about also how I work. And yeah, wonderful. Thank you again. And yeah, have a lovely day.